Okay, so we worked pretty late last night putting this truck back together. We're pretty well ready to go. All I have to do is just go over what was done, make sure Timothy got everything tightened up properly, which I'm 100% sure that he did because I was here cracking a whip on his backside. We ended up putting one new heater hose on. The other ones are, you know, they're okay. Yeah, they're Gates. This is a Gates. I just tightened up all my clamps for the hoses, and for you fellas out there that said that is an EGR cooler, it is not an EGR cooler. That is, well, I don't think it's, no, there's water in that thing. It's water. It is a Charge Air intercooler. This is your intercooler, your air on air, and this is the clean air tube. There's no exhaust gas coming in or out of that thing. This is your water pipe that comes off the top of the water pump. So there's water in that cooler. It is like the John Deere. John Deere has them that way also. So it's kind of like got this dual intercooler deal. Bit of a pain in the ass getting that squiggly looking pipe in the back there. Kind of looks like an accordion. I don't know if you can see it. The tip of my finger there. That was a bit of a pain in the ass. Everything else went on pretty easy. I finished the job up because, well, it got late last night. Tim, and he needed to go with his mom, see his mom today and his uncle. So that is the way that worked. This is the ACERT motor. It's a twin turbo deal. I am fearing that this turbocharger here is going bad. I'm not 100% sure that it is, but I fear that it is. So the reason being is there's a little bit of oil in there. Not oil in there, but there's a little bit of, you can see that it's a little wet. So whether it's weeping a little bit or not, it's got to be getting ready to let loose. There's $4,000 in turbos right there, by the way, $2,000 a piece. So it's going to be an expensive deal. But anyways, all I have to do now is put water in here and fire it up. It was a bit of a bitch getting this belt on. This is a new belt, but what I did was when I put it on, I skipped a tooth on the pulley and it caused that fraying. I didn't realize it until just now that as I was putting it on. I guess I did know it when it happened, but anyways, forgot about it anyway. So anyways, it's on there and it's pretty much ready to go. So all I gotta do is fill up my water, which is that tank up there. I have the right coolant for in here, and well, I'm gonna do that and then we'll fire it up and see what happens. In the instructions, it did tell me not to exceed. What did it say? Not to exceed 10 liters per minute or whatever the hell it is, which is pretty near impossible for me. What that'll do is it'll actually airlock in the system there and cause a big problem. So we won't be doing that. But alright, I've cleaned up everything that I need to clean up off of here. I had all these tools and bits and pieces, me and Tim did, on here. And up front there, hopefully everything's out of there. Timothy stuck his hat and crap up there. I didn't even see it till I was on top. But I have filled my water up. I used Napa heavy duty coolant antifreeze, and it's been pre-charged, SCA pre-charged for heavy duty engines. Plus I put Napa Cool in there, which is the cooling system treatment. I use that stuff in these. It prevents cavitation of the liners, and it just balances out the pH in there and keeps everything good. Check the oil. Oil's good. I was to Caterpillar yesterday, and I have a little bit of blow-by on this motor, which kind of pisses me off because the more I run it, the worse it gets. Well, that's a whole nother video, but I'll get touch on it a little bit. I changed the type of oil that I run in this motor from what it originally ran in. I have no idea what was running it, but I went to a synthetic, and he told me that it's a great way to piss off a cat motor is by changing the oil that it's not used to, and that's what I've done. So I've got a little blow-by. He says just keep oil in it. He says it'll run forever like that. It's just gonna drink some oil. He said the only thing you can do is to actually change back to whatever they were using. I would guess Rotella T. He asked if it was Mobil because Mobil's dirty. I said I don't know. The engine was clean inside. But anyhow, I'm gonna crank this bad boy up. and we'll see if she runs, and we'll see if I have any leaks. So here we go. I got a stop engine light, which went out. My engine oil pressure is rolling at about 45. Should go up a little higher, as cold as it is. It's just cold, so it's just at an idle. Yeah, so I will set up my... I'm going to set my idle up to about 800. That should raise that oil pressure up to around 60, I would think, anyway. I don't know. Doesn't want to go above 49. I did put some Lucas in there, so that could be what its deal is. There we go. I can live with that. But anyways, I mean, let's go check out and see if we got any water leaks. Steam rolling off there. That's just coolant that came down from the tank. Listen to that cat purr. Exhaust manifold, coolant and probably some oil because our hands were on that exhaust manifold a lot. But anyways,